Iceman. Ah, Sexy Red. Do it sexy. Do it sexy. This was that. This was the Pinocchio. This is what I mean by, like, fam? Niggas are slimes in the industry, bro. He was trying to send a message, bro. I remember that, bro.
So we finally got a release date for Iceman, the upcoming album from Drake, and it's supposed to be May 15th. And for this album, the rollout itself has not been perfect, or I don't even know if it's been going well. We all remember a few months ago he was doing like the live streams and going out and traveling places and driving an ice truck, things of that nature. And with this one, and this particular part of the rollout makes me feel especially old and somewhat out of touch. He rolled out the announcement by putting like a big ice sculpture in Toronto somewhere and having like a streamer come through and bust it open. Bust it open is crazy, but start breaking in and things of that nature. And then I guess came back the next day. The streamer's name is, I'm gonna hopefully I don't mispronounce this. I've never heard of him before because I'm 40 years old. Kishka. He's looks to be a Twitch streamer. He's got like 36K on IG, 22K on Twitch. So he goes there, breaks open the ice, and that's where the release date is, May 15th for Iceman. I guess that's a good rollout, but it kind of makes me think, how much do rollouts matter for someone of Drake's caliber, for someone of Cardi B's caliber, for someone like Future? Like Future didn't really have a rollout for his last few albums. Cardi B, her last album, she did have a pretty big rollout, but it's like her album is so highly anticipated that a rollout isn't necessarily going to help her. Now there are some artists who do rollouts that really help push the album. Like I feel like recently, like the Clips and Tyler the Creator had great rollouts with their projects like Clips. They were very active. They did like every interview. They performed at everything. And they were always in our faces talking or rapping. And that was obviously great to keep the music alive, because in this era of music, albums drop on Friday and by Tuesday we're talking about something else until next Friday when something else drops. Like if you go to Apple Music and you go just straight to the hip hop section, every Friday on average, every Friday, there's 15 brand new rap albums that drop. Every Friday. 15. So you need to do something that will keep your music in the forefront, to keep it a part of the conversation now. Because there is so much stuff coming out. There's way more TV. There's way more streaming services. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, HBO Max, Apple TV, Disney Plus, Netflix, NFL, basketball playoffs. And then on top of that, you got 15 new albums to compete with every week. So if you're someone like Drake, do you need to do a rollout? Can you May 15th, album's coming, drop it, and let's see what happens. I think he's big enough to do that, but I kind of appreciate the creativity that he is trying to do. I don't know if it didn't work for me, but that's not going to stop me from listening to the album. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys something. About 90% of you guys that watch this video are not subscribed to the channel. Don't be a weirdo. Subscribe to the channel. Don't be part of the 90%. Be a part of the 10%. And let's get that 10% to 90%. So 90% of you guys that are watching are actually subscribed. That would help me out a lot. Cost you nothing. It's free and I'd appreciate it. And when it comes to the album, what are the expectations for this as far as like how it's going to sound, what direction he goes in? He has released a few songs like What Did I Miss and Which One. I liked Which One. I'm not sure if those two songs make the cut because they didn't really have the staying power to really justify putting it on an album. Like if you look at, I'm gonna go back to Cardi B. If you look at some of the singles that Cardi B put out before her album, obviously she put those on the album because they did numbers. Like WAP came out 4 years before her album came out, but it was such a successful song that you can justify, okay, we're gonna tag this onto this album to help with the sales, to help with the promotion, because it was a big song. And I don't think What Did I Miss or Which One was good enough for that. But when it comes to Drake and his sound and what we can expect, I feel like we know what to expect on this album, right? Like it's going to be him doing a lot of rapping. He's gonna have a few slowed down R&B introspective songs, and he's probably gonna have one big like hit record. Like that's who Drake has been for damn near his entire career outside of the one house music album that he did. As much as I would love for him to just stop rapping for a little bit and give us a full like R&B album, like a full just melodic sounding project, I get why Iceman can't be that, especially after the last few years with the beef between him and Kendrick, the tension between him and J. Cole, the possible beef and tension between Future still, the lawsuit, the thing going on with his label. There's a lot of stuff going on, and he needs to address at least half of that, right? Like he has to address some of these things. He just can't ignore these things that have been going on because they have been pushing the discussion. That's been the major discussion when talking about Drake the last few years. So I would predict that he goes into that pocket of, if you're reading this, it's too late. Like that Drake, I feel like that's the Drake that we're going to get for Iceman. You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it. Now, when it comes to, say, features, there's a possibility that Sexy Red is going to be a part of this project because her picture was in the book for the release date. I could see Lotto and 21 Savage being a part of this project because 21 Savage has been the most loyal rapper to Drake throughout the entire thing. Lotto and 21 Savage have worked with Drake before, and Lotto and 21 have a pretty good relationship, right? So I could see those two being a part of this project. Something I'd be curious to see is Drake comfortable working with Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj again? He hasn't worked with Nicki Minaj in a very long time. They haven't really collabed on each other's projects. And Lil Wayne has kind of, I don't think he's really distanced himself, but we don't really see those two guys around as much anymore. And they're not really in the studio together. They're not putting out songs. So I would like to see what happens in that area. And then we also have the possibility of, there was talks about behind the scenes that Drake and Future kind of squashed their little, back and forth. And this would be a great time to bring that back out, to be like, you know what, me and him are good. Here's a banger for you guys. Like we know what Future and Drake can do together. They can make hit records in their sleep, whether it be slow songs, party songs, strip club songs, rap songs. They can do whatever it is they want. It's gonna go. So I would actually be very intrigued by that possible collaboration. And obviously the elephant in the room, are you going to rap back at Kendrick Lamar? Are you going to maybe throw shots at J. Cole? Because he's been out talking a whole lot this past year. And the lawsuit. Like, I know you can't really speak too much on it because it is a legal matter technically, and you don't want to, I guess expose your hand or whatnot, but that's a big deal. Suing in hip hop over lyrics as a rapper, that's a big deal, and you kind of got to say something about it. But either way, this is all the information that we have. This is these are just my speculatory thoughts, slight predictions. I'm sure we'll get a track list here at some point, and when that happens, I'll probably get on here and talk about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited for Drake? Do you think he's going to be more in his rapping bag? And should he address Kendrick Cole and the lawsuit? Let me know in the comments so we can talk about it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.